Hello, and welcome to Reiki Cornerstones, a virtual classroom for Reiki students, medical practitioners, and the general public where we explore all aspects of Reiki. I'm Michaela, Reiki Master Teacher, and today our topic is, what is Reiki? Now before we begin, please be sure to have completed the pre-discussion guide, which was designed to complement your participation in this week's topic. It will help you get the most out of the presentation and the discussion that follows. All right, let's begin. What is Reiki? Ask 5 different Reiki practitioners and you'll get 5 different answers, and every one of them is different. The most common definition of Rei is universal. The most common definition of Ki is life energy. So Reiki is translated as universal life force, as defined in Reiki, the Ultimate Guide, by Steve Murray. In their book, The Japanese Art of Reiki, Bornwin and Franz Stein use the literal translation from Japanese. Reiki means spiritual energy, and it can be described as the energy of everything. Reiki is a Japanese system of hands-on healing as well as spiritual method for personal growth and transformation, according to Lawrence Elyard in his book, Reiki Healer. In the Reiki Technical Manual, Medical Reiki, Kiyoshi Takahashi defines it this way. Reiki is a form of energy medicine practiced within alternative health and spiritual communities. Reiki and Qigong are one and the same. The only difference is cultural style. And in Japan, the energy is termed Ki, and it is from this word that Reiki is named, according to Diane Stein, author of Essential Reiki. And of course, Reiki.org offers this definition. Reiki is a Japanese technique for stress reduction and relaxation that also promotes healing. Which leads us to the obvious question, which is correct? They all are. As you can see, there are 3 fundamental and overlapping pieces that shape everyone's Reiki experience. We'll begin with the lineage and tradition. In Reiki, lineage is defined as the chain of master teachers who trace their connection person by person back to our founder, Usui Sensei. Most Western Reiki practitioners trace their lineage from Usui Sensei to Dr. Hayashi to Hueo Takada. Now, as Reiki branched out, different traditions or schools evolved. Each tradition has a different set of core learnings or instructional materials that are fundamental to their practice. Symbols are at the heart of Western Reiki practice. One way of thinking about symbols is that they are mental shortcuts for Reiki. For example, a practitioner who is focused on assisting someone with the emotional aspect of an issue might use the symbol Seihei-ki. Symbols vary depending on tradition. However, there are 4 symbols that were originally passed on by Takada and form the foundation for most Western Reiki traditions. The next influence is attunement, which can be considered a form of initiation. An attunement basically opens a channel or a pathway within you so that you are able to practice Reiki. Each Reiki tradition has a slightly different method of attunement, and there are different levels of practitioners. In my tradition, we have 3 levels. The last influence is the mentoring that the practitioner has received. Now, this could be a part of their original Reiki training or something that they have personally sought out. Now let's look at spirituality, or the inner you. You cannot separate your personal spirituality from how you practice or view Reiki. This is influenced by the culture that you are a part of. This is true even for people who are in the same country. Americans from rural America experience life differently from Americans in larger cities. Your religious background also has a key influence on your perception of Reiki, and in this, influences which tradition of Reiki you are drawn to. One influence that is commonly overlooked is personal beliefs. Let me give you an example. I believe that my attunement to Reiki Master Teacher simply put me on the path of self-discovery. It is a beginning, not a completion in my studies. Another Master Teacher might believe that they have learned all that is needed to be a Master Teacher and is focused on the practice of what they have learned. And then there is your daily life and personal practices. Now, these are influenced by your physical environment. For example, do you live alone or with your family? Physical and emotional health also has an impact on this. Many people are drawn to Reiki due to a physical illness for themselves or for a loved one. On relationships, do your friends and family support your interest in Reiki? And lastly, how you choose to incorporate Reiki practices in your life also has an impact. So as you can see, what is Reiki depends entirely on the individual, and every one of us is different. So, what are the benefits of Reiki? Well, it supports the body's natural ability to heal itself. It reestablishes both spiritual equilibrium and mental balance. It loosens up blocked energies. Reiki assists in calming emotions and promoting relaxation, and it works with allopathic medical treatments to resolve physical ailments. Reiki, however, is not a substitute for medical treatment. I'm going to close this segment with the Reiki principles. These were given to Reiki practitioners by Usui Sensei. Now, there are many different translations from the original Japanese, and many include the phrase, "just for today." Here is a version that I share with my students. The secret art of inviting happiness, the miraculous medicine for all diseases, at least for today. Do not be angry. Do not worry. Be grateful. Work with diligence. Be kind to people. Every morning and evening, join your hands together in meditation and pray with your heart. State in your mind and chant with your mouth for the improvement of mind and body. This concludes the presentation. I want to thank everyone for participating today. And as a reminder, please review the post-discussion worksheet. Reiki Cornerstones is designed to supplement traditional instruction by including video, podcast, workbooks, checklist, practicum, and weekly video conferencing via the Google Plus Hangouts on the Reiki Cornerstones page. Don't forget to subscribe to our free newsletter, which is available at reikicornerstones.com.